started about 10 minutes ago, actually in the West Hollywood area. LAPD picked it up. It said reckless driver. The person here clearly knows that they're got police following there. The rear vision mirror is lining up like a Christmas tree. Playing a little bit of game of cat and mouse here. Tesla keeps stopping and starting. Currently in the Hollywood area, Susan, the spike strips have been authorised as well as a pit manoeuvre.
Don't tell me we came to a stop right as we finally get a chance.
For reckless driving. Unclear whether they're driving under the influence and not quite sure what they're doing at the moment.
Yeah, at the moment they've just stopped, but police aren't really doing much.
Duck, duck, goose.
Here's the thing about a Tesla. Eventually it will run out of battery.
No, you
So
don't say.
there it goes, takes off once again. Maybe they were following the
You're not going to
traffic
believe
lights. Is
this,
that what
but
the
other
situation
cars
was,
run out
Justin?
of gas.
Yes, we've got to give it to the driver. They are following the traffic signal, stopping and starting. The one good thing that's coming here, we'll play a little bit wider.
Playing a little game of duck, duck, goose here, my friends.
Well, that's a green light, isn't it?
Green, they're
Yeah.
now stopping.
Saturday night here in Los Angeles. We're gonna make it a little subtle tonight. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go chasing on a Saturday night. We are in Hollywood, people. Santa Monica Boulevard. Battling some of the elements here. Yours truly. He's got the sniffles. Coming off of surgery this week, but we're still here. We still go through a red light. Western Avenue, Santa Monica Boulevard. Look at the guys on the side of the road here. Look at the citizens.
Through a red light, correct? And stopping once
Don't
again.
wake the
It's so
neighbors.
odd.
That's why I did a little caress the boogity.
You know,
Boogity, boogity,
today
boogity.
We're talking about how
Justin O'Brien
eventually
on the call, Fox 11,
manufacturers will
10,
put in
12
a
p.m.
stop
Pacific
switch
time.
So that in situations like this, they'd be
Duck,
able
duck,
to
goose
stop a
chase
car,
here.
But that never really happened. And the thing is about Tesla is if you have the app, the driver can, when the car is stopped like that, the driver can, not the driver, but whomever has the app, would be able to change it to valet mode, which would reduce the speed.
Oh,
But
I didn't know
if the person
that.
in there owns that car.
I didn't know you can do that in a
is
Tesla.
Justified in driving that
If
car,
it's a stolen
then,
car, you
why
can
would
slow
they
it down
turn their
through the app.
Car into valet mode, which would slow it down. So it's very odd that the car keeps stopping and starting, and anyone who's driven a battery-operated car knows that their takeoff speed can be quite fast. So it is a suburban street, or it's not a highway, so there's not very far that you can go when you want to take off quickly. But
Stop, go, stop,
every
go,
time they
stop,
start
go.
up again, they're going quite slowly. This is not what you would call the most dramatic
Yes, that's
of
correct.
pursuits.
Oh, a stringer. Nightcrawler.
Oh no, what's that?
That's
What
a
do you see
Nightcrawler.
in that corner?
Going so slow.
Night-
This is actually a stringer.
Nightcrawler blocking the way.
Obviously makes money selling video of incidents like this. It's going so slow that he's been able to get up in front of it.
How did the Nightcrawler get there so
He's gonna
fast?
try to get really close and film the
Kaihan, my man,
driving the
dropping
vehicle.
tier 1
Just
subs
pushing
into
a
the
little
chat.
bit,
W sub
slowly.
dubs in
You
the
might
chat
see
for
how many
one of our
passengers
most
there are.
generous
This
community
passenger,
sub
other than the
gifters,
driver,
Kaihan.
Just that, unfortunately, that building's giving us a little trouble.
Yep.
Just a
Norris
little
Cole,
magic
everyone
from,
else.
Skyfox.
It's been a minute since I've heard the name Norris Cole.
Yeah, nice tinted windows too.
Just in time, 15,
Made it
all the
difficult
above.
to
Everyone
see.
resubscribing to the channel. Thank you.
So
You
all
keep
this
subbing,
started
we
with
keep
the
streaming.
Reckless driving want.
This
I
is
hate to
just
confess this, but sometimes the Tesla will do kind of weird things if you have it in autopilot mode.
It's a Dodge
So I would
Charger,
hate
but
for somebody to pull me
this
over and
Dodge Charger
accuse
is
me of
battery
reckless driving,
operated.
and then I would say something like, "Well, it's just what the car did. For some reason, it just wanted to stop." Like sometimes through the cameras, like especially in that situation with different lights.
Okay,
and
we're off.
shadows, sometimes the cameras can get a little confused.
I think someone's controlling it.
Look
Someone
how
might
many
be
cars
controlling
we have, how
it
many
because he keeps coming to a
vehicles are
stop
following
every
black and whites? Is
50
it
yards
3
or so.
4, 5, 6?
This is a
There's quite few
lot of
black and whites
officers.
following
We're,
this
we're at the
car.
overpass on the 101 right now off Santa Monica Boulevard.
Yeah, definitely.
Pretty
they don't have
poppin'
enough
spot
there.
here on a Saturday
It's
night
a
at
very
10 o'clock.
unpredictable situation. You don't know whether the driver may.
Yeah,
end
someone's
up
gotta
in
be
an
stopping
area,
the car
a
with the
house,
app.
house party, and a lot of people will come out. You don't know whether people, a group may form around the vehicle, so you want to make sure there's enough
Oh, here comes a unit.
police on hand to be able to control any situation that occurs. It appears
And
the person certainly knows what they're doing. I just asked pilot Chris to come around a little bit to the front so we can have a bit of a look and see if there's any passengers there. But it appears that it only is the driver. And again, they're only playing a game of cat and mouse. As I said,
I don't think it's Duck Duck Goose. I think someone's controlling. I think someone's controlling the car.
Looking to see the possibility of spike strips, I would assume.
Someone's slow. If you put it into valet mode, it keeps stopping. Or this is just the weirdest, most erratic chase in a while.
Really, not the sort of danger we usually would see with a high-speed pursuit. And let's just see if maybe possibly this gentleman might run out of battery soon.
Well, look at this van too that took a U-turn there. Wonder what the van was thinking. Meantime, it's parked at, or not parked, but it's stopped at a red curb. And it is so curious, though. Now it's taking off again. I see you trying to zoom a little bit more to see who's in the driver's seat. And
very
as you say,
strange.
it looks as if it's just the driver. No one sitting next to whomever that is.
Oh,
What was that?
yeah, that was actually spike strip.
Spike
That was
strips.
a spike strip, Susie. Just ran over the spike
Oh,
strip.
spike strips.
And it appears that he might have caught the driver's side wheels there. So
That's why that unit drove ahead.
To the
Drove ahead to get the spike strips down. Now there's someone in the middle of the street.
and then
What on earth? Is this person
Anytime it
delivering
was interesting,
food?
There was a black and white that went
What is this
around
person
the car.
doing?
I thought maybe it would take a U-turn and, stop the car, but it didn't. It kept going.
What just happened?
Then you have that pedestrian
What is it? What
there
is going on right now?
taking a look,
Why do we keep going
and there
50
it
feet
goes
and
again,
stopping?
or stops again.
More subs from Kai Han.
yeah,
My
certainly,
man, appreciate
again,
you.
know,
Too
those
generous.
pursuits only can happen in
Too
Hollywood.
generous.
Again,
Sub-dubs
this
in the
thing's going
chat.
So slowly, somebody's seen that great shot there of the LAPD issue going through frame here. The person there seeing that is a pursuit. Just
always
running
something
out
new,
into the
isn't it?
street there, if that's a homeless individual or who that was. But certainly it appears that vehicle did run over a spike strip there. Unfortunately, at night time it's a little bit
Yeah,
hard to see. But I
so
know
that
these are,
officer drove ahead, got the
low-profile
spike strips
tires.
down. We're just
So,
stopping,
we
starting,
may not be able to see
starting.
for sure whether or not they have lost air, but I did see the spike strips bounce up in the air,
Oh.
so the vehicle did definitely hit those.
So the driver's side tires have been spiked.
Santa Monica
Got about
Boulevard
5 to
North
10 minutes
Kingsley
before those
Drive in
things go flat.
Hollywood. That is an area that's typically pretty populated, at least
2
during
years, wow.
earlier hours of the
Stuart
day,
Little's
night.
uncle,
But
24
as we
months.
watched, this Tesla just basically stopped in the road on the center divider or on the dotted line there. It just is so bizarre that they will stop and start again. In this kind of situation, since they must be talking to the driver, wouldn't you say, Justin? Trying to get the driver out.
I don't see a window
Because only
open.
then
Yes,
is it
definitely.
considered end
When
of the
you
pursuit.
stop like this,
This is a
Yeah.
Dodge Charger, so
yes, definitely.
you
Situations
need
like
gas
this,
for this. They
they're
keep
on
talking
the
about
loudspeaker
batteries,
from
but
the,
don't
from the
listen. They don't know
police vehicle,
cars.
Telling the person to stop, to get out, open the door, and hoping they would do that. No doubt the individual's deciding not to, but again, they have plenty of backup here.
Yeah, those wheels are not
Person
gonna go
wants to
flat
get
if we're
out
not
and start
driving.
moving
It's
or
gonna take a
something
while.
like that. Now, I'm trying to zoom in a little bit tighter here. Apologise for the quality, just to try and have a look there.
Oh,
so
we got
we
the
can
plate
tell,
number on that
if any of
thing.
those, tyres are deflating
Someone
at
out
the
there can
moment.
screenshot
It's a little
that
bit hard to
plate and
tell
look
with
it
the
up.
colour of the tyres and the colour of the bitumen.
Yeah.
Look at that night sun glare
Meantime-
off of the driver's side window.
We don't know. There's no suggestion that this car was stolen.
Still,
Right now, it's just the reckless driving want.
Yes, that's correct. We have no
you do have to
information
ask that
about the
question here in
driver,
Los Angeles. Is
unfortunately.
anyone actually in the car? We have a shit ton of Waymos driving
It
around.
could be stolen, but again, it appears that
Nope.
West,
Off we
Los
go.
Angeles,
That front left is
LAPD
getting low.
officers
Look at that
saw
front
this
left,
vehicle
people.
driving
We're getting
erratically,
close to the
and,
rims
that's
there.
the reason why they stopped. I would assume, just from our experience covering breaking news together, Susan,
Yep.
that this individual, more than likely not a home invasion or robbery suspect at this stage, because certainly they'd be trying to get away. It appears maybe this person, I would assume, would be under the influence of
Can you
something,
imagine a Waymo
which
chase?
is causing him to
Those would be
react
so easy
and
to
act in
stop,
this
right?
way.
I guess that's
because they're
one
all
theory.
automated.
Or they just want to play cat and mouse, as you were saying earlier.
We have
Because as
Waymos
long as
just
they're not in
everywhere
custody, they're
around
not in
here. I can't
custody,
believe that's a
as
thing.
we used to
It's
say
so
when we
creepy
watched police
seeing a
pursuits
car
go
go
on
by
for
you without a
hours
driver.
at a time. It's going to get harder.
Yes, that's right. And
Jack Daddy 69, that dude JP,
Go ahead, Justin.
Potato,
I've
23
got to say,
months.
there's no doubt, you gotta
Appreciate
think
you
about
guys
this. Tesla's got a lot of
resubscribing.
cameras, so he's no doubt, looking
I'm
at
in
the
on a
police,
Saturday night.
in his rear mirror and can
Good
see them
timing.
there on the camera.
I got the
Just
sniffles.
play
I got a little
harder
bit
to
of
see if LAPD are making any,
little bit of
activity on the front to,
immune
head
system
here and
deficiency
try and,
going on.
block. It
I'm on
appears that
some
they're actually
severe
trying to keep him on,
antibiotics with
Santa
my
Monica
surgery.
Boulevard. You've got a vehicle here, a little
Okay,
bit
there's a
further
unit
up,
ahead.
one block up, LAPD's ship,
Problem with
so
antibiotics is
LAPD
it kills
trying to
everything
keep him on
in your
Santa Monica
system,
Boulevard and not
including
on
the
any
immune
side streets.
system. So now I'm like picking up colds
There
left and
went
right.
again, at least a couple of feet, and then stopped. The more those tires deflate,
Yeah, we're all
the harder
good.
it's going to be to handle the car, or handle it well, anyway.
Waymo cars are savages. They drive.
Yes, and,
They will drive through
plus
active
certainly
police
these street
investigations
speeds
if they
here,
have enough room.
he's not gonna lose
What happens at a
control of it.
DUI stop?
Certainly if he picks up speed.
What happens at a DUI
I'm
stop
a
with
big
a
fan of
Waymo?
Teslas, great cars.
It's not a
but,
Tesla, that's
certainly I'm
a
not
pure
sure- don't
Dodge
know of any
Charger.
car that can run for too long when it doesn't have any air in the tires.
Yeah, all good people.
And,
Appreciate the
making a
well
stop here at
wishes.
Normandy.
Surgery on my neck.
Obviously, Normandy, one of the more famous streets in Los Angeles. We've got some the LAPD officers here.
What do they have
Obviously got his
pointed
gun
at
drawn. You can
this?
see the flashlight there,
You guys
ready-
see this little mini night sun?
ready to tell that individual. I'm sure if that guy doesn't know that he should pull over now.
So he's got a night sun from
certainly
above,
getting
as
a
well
pull,
as
smoking too right now, so
he's telling him go
probably-
right,
so
go
pull
right.
over,
There's probably spike strips over
continuing
there.
here, eastbound towards downtown.
A little bit of trivia for you, Justin. Santa Monica and Normandy was where my
This is a
stolen
frustrating
Tesla
chase.
finally died, and I was able to recover it.
Pretty
Meantime,
popular intersection
off
here,
to the side
Normandy
once
and
again,
Santa
Tesla
Monica.
is pulled over. Seems so polite to pull over at the curb. It's just so odd. This is just one of the odder pursuits that we've had of late.
It's always something different.
Where a car stops and goes again.
I did,
Yeah,
yes.
that's why I come back to say that
I'm
this individual
I'm
actually,
healing up well.
Maybe under the influence of something.
Thank you.
Say, well, let's
No
have a
need
bit
to
of a
worry
game
about me,
here.
but I
don't know
appreciate
what's
the
going
well
through their
wishes.
mind. Obviously, if they were trying to
I'm glad I got it
flee,
done when I
would
did,
be,
put it that way.
Trying to get away, maybe like you said before, just trying to say, well, as long as he's in his car and he's got the air conditioning going, the radio on, he's certainly not sitting in a prison cell. So he. I just wonder,
Is he
maybe
saving
just had
battery?
A bit of a bad night, unfortunately, and it's going to get a little bit worse for him before it gets better.
No, it's 2-star
And
because
what
of the
about
amount of
possibility- I
amount of
don't think
units
this is
engaged in
logical,
this.
But somebody says, well, if I do know that I'm under the influence, maybe I can wait it out so that once I do get out of the car,
This was
and they
so
start
weird.
testing me for that kind of stuff.
That guy's
perhaps it would be
standing in the
gone.
middle of the
Okay,
street.
so what you're seeing in the right screen is older video. That's where you saw the car go over the spike strip. And so it's at that point that we know
Yeah, there's the
that,
spikes.
one or two of the tires on the left side, on the driver's side, most likely punctured the tires. And now in the smaller screen, we are watching the progress, the live progress from Skyfox as that car is pulled over once again. And it appears we can see a little bit of the driver through the windshield there. Or perhaps it's just the way it's lit. But we see a shadow. We see
Yeah,
a
it's a little
shadow.
silhouetted. It appears, a little silhouetted there, Susan. He appears actually, there's a lot of stuff in the back of the vehicle there, as if he's, looks like plastic or something like that. I believe he is wearing a seatbelt. And
Off
but
we
again,
go.
LAPD on the scene here, trying to keep him on Santa
Thankfully, I
Monica
got nothing to do
Boulevard,
tonight,
Street.
so I could be here for a marathon
I think,
chase.
we're getting
I don't know how long
around,
Fox is going to stay
42
with it,
on the
though.
side, watching
Nothing
here.
else. There's no news you need to
Certainly,
get to.
If you're on the street, you see a bunch of police cars like this. I know my own experience. I try to get away from them because I don't want to get caught up in some traffic jam. You see these officers here at the ready just in case the individual does get out and to see if they decide to give up or run. You can see them there. They're
Listen,
what
we have
Code
seen
6,
some chases
out of the
turn up
vehicle
out
there.
of nowhere.
And, the vehicle's
So
on the
until
moment
we are
moving
code
in.
4, anything is possible. What did
So
I
you
tell
got
you?
one
Oh, now we hit the gas.
vehicle.
Oh my God! What did I just fucking say? What did I just fucking say? What did I just say? Oh my God!
Crashed the vehicle, Susan.
He just went kamikaze into that Dodge Charger. Went through those cones.
got officers out
Scott
there.
Fox ran to get a bit of a view.
Yep, they're running towards the vehicle now. So they're out of the, police officers are out of their vehicle.
What the hell?
That car is not going
Yeah, so Susan,
anywhere.
He just hit the gas and went straight into that parked Dodge Charger.
Yeah,
Through the
it
cones and
appeared
everything.
car
What
sped
the
up
hell
and
was
then
that?
deliberately ran into that parked vehicle there.
What did I do?
Well,
I
that's
swear I
as
didn't know that
curious
was
as
coming.
stop and
Right
go.
on cue.
But let's
I
see
told you, these
what
things can
police
turn
will
up
do
out
at
of
this
nowhere.
point.
And
They're
he just
considering
decided
this
to drive
end of
straight into the
pursuit,
back of that parked car.
But until the driver is out and driver secured, then it is not.
I don't see
a
any
done
Doge. No Doge,
job.
no
It's not
tails,
over.
no shadows
We're
of
watching
tails
as the police
wagging.
officers are
Windows open,
out of
driver's side of the
vehicles.
white Dodge
Here's the
Charger.
thing about pursuits, and we talk about this often, about, they know what the want is, but that doesn't mean they know very much about
Someone
the
in
driver.
the chat
And in this
said,
case, it seems like
in
they don't
today's
have
NBA,
much
that's a
to know.
blocking
Oh,
foul.
Okay, so he's got at least one arm out the window
Now he's just chilling like nothing happened.
with the window down. It's a
What
good
what
sign.
happens next?
So perhaps this person is willing to
Both driver's side tires
exit
are
the
down.
vehicle.
Yes, that's right. So he's got his left arm out the
Is he gonna try and
vehicle there.
back up?
No doubt officers are telling him to put
I don't know if the
both
car's
arms out.
completely
You can
disabled.
see they've all got their guns drawn. When they first
He could hit
arrived
the
there, you can see them
reverse
yelling,
if this
past
car
the,
is still
Tesla.
mobile.
No doubt warning any. There must have been pedestrians or people standing on the corner there, telling them to get out of the line of fire. So now they're ordering this person to get out of the vehicle, or at least throw the keys out, show his hands.
Yeah,
outside.
not confirmed
He's
if this is
raising his left
this.
hand
He's
there.
got the left hand out the
Appears that
window.
He's going to give himself up, but yes, the second hand coming out, and hopefully this person will be in custody very shortly, Susan.
Does he have something in his right
Is this
hand?
person
It's hard
just
to tell.
drunk?
I know his
What is
left
going
hand,
on? This is
his
so
palm's out,
such
but
weird behavior.
The right hand.
You got it,
I
Hosby.
can't see very well. Okay.
All right, reach in for the handle.
He's going to try to open the door.
He's
although
gotta be
why
drunk,
wouldn't you just open
right?
it from inside
He's
out?
gotta be
Maybe
drunk.
he's not familiar with this car. Okay, door is open.
He's got his bag with him.
Yep.
Oh, that's
Hand
a
on his head.
Is that
that's an airbag.
Yeah, Susan, it appears that looked like some type of cylinder, gas cylinder there, possibly NOS. Would that be correct? I'll just have to get a closer shot of that. That would indicate he would have been under the influence.
Is this guy huffing nitrous?
So that's not the airbag that blew out of the steering wheel, huh?
Yeah, that looks like an airbag, doesn't it?
Oh, he's
An
barefoot.
airbag blew, but
Why is he
also a
barefoot?
canister. Yeah.
Oh, it fell out.
So, yes, if I just tilt up a little bit, a yellow, some type of canister there he had on his lap, that fell out as he got out. And the gentleman here being ordered to walk backwards, hands on his head. You'll see kneeling down now. LAPD officers here.
I don't know
will
what the
approach him
green
very
thing is.
shortly
That's a
and
lot of
put
officers.
handcuffs on him, as well as they'll keep.
We're gonna
some
do a
officers
Patrick
with their
Starfish
guns
here in a
trained on
second.
The Tesla there to ensure that just in case there is somebody else in the vehicle.
Is that what
they don't
nitrous
pose a
is?
threat to the officers, the person being told there to lay down on the concrete, and the officers are slowly here on the approach at any moment.
So a successful end to pursuit. This man does not appear to be injured. None of the officers appear to be injured. As far as we know, there's nobody in the car. Oh, interesting. He put the emergency lights on, although perhaps the Tesla is designed.
I don't know what
to,
that green canister
flash
is.
emergency lights.
Just
if
huffing
there is
NOS?
Any kind of impact like.
I don't know
we
what
saw
drugs
there,
the
and if
kids
those
do
are,
nowadays. We
airbags
want a
that
full Patrick
came out of
Starfish,
the
sir.
Steering wheel,
Getting
perhaps that
exhausted.
triggers the emergency lights on the Tesla. But Justin,
Yeah, I've seen a
it's
lot
an
of people
interesting
doing whippets a
conjecture
lot
there. If
lately.
That is some kind of a canister,
Every-
a gas
every
canister,
whippet
NOS
is like
canister, that could indeed
0.1% of your
explain
brain
reckless
is dead.
driving, and also the fact that the driver was reluctant to stop and show his hands.
They're
so
going
to
to clear
speak.
the vehicle
The
first.
reason why he was perhaps less inclined to stop.
These Dodge
The guns
Chargers have
drawn
weird
by these police
handles.
Yes,
officers.
absolutely. And
They do not appear to be
Yeah, absolutely, Susan.
ill at ease.
No, I think the police officers, you've got to treat all these with the same caution. Although it may have only appeared to be one person in the car.
Okay, Justin,
but yeah, very interesting.
We just re-showed.
Why are you reacting like
and
that
you're
was?
right. At first, I wasn't clear whether or not it looked as if the driver purposefully went into the car, crashed into the car. But you're right. He definitely took a little swerve there, so that he could aim straight at that other car, whatever it is, a Prius. And so
Dodge
I would
Charger.
agree with you. I know you couldn't see the fact that we rewound the video and showed it once again. But yeah, he's on the ground now, and police officers will be clearing the car shortly. Because at this point, it looks as if there's no one else in the vehicle. You can always tell a lot by the stance of
We're not
police
code 4 yet.
officers. There's still guns out, but not
There's a less than lethal,
in a
that
way
big green
that
gun
suggests
around his
that
neck.
there is too much danger. Lots of stuff in the trunk. Maybe or maybe not of value to the police officers, but meantime, nobody in the trunk.
Yes, that's correct. Just making sure that there's no other crime that's being committed there.
Really
as
making
well.
this
That
guy
actually
just,
looked
he's
like
gonna
a
fall asleep
microwave
on
or
the
some type of,
concrete.
household item.
Why are they
Here at
popping the hood?
The front of the vehicle, I assume they're checking to see if there's no sparking or fire.
Oh, okay.
There's no smoke coming from the car as
Yeah,
well.
that's the front.
And this gentleman's still laying down there on the ground.
That's what we call the frunk,
Oh,
and
yes,
there's
I
really
apologize.
not much storage. You can't really access anything. It's not an engine or anything like that, but there's a little bit of storage in there, so they just needed to clear it, make sure everything is okay. Justin O'Brien up in Skyfox, thank you for your commentary and letting us know about this
Okay.
reckless driver now successfully in custody by the LAPD.
We are
Started
code
as a
4,
want out of
people.
West
Drop your
Hollywood, but it
4s
was
in the chat.
eventually West LA LAPD that caught up with this gentleman as we watched him drive through Hollywood. All right, we will have more news after this break.
Why was she so adamant on sharing her knowledge of these cars? That was super fucking annoying. Was it not? All right. Well, chases breed chases. Not much time left for additional chases tonight, but it's been a minute. It says the last chase we did was 12 days ago. And there was one recently, I think yesterday or 2 days ago, but it was another boring chase, so didn't need to replay it. We call it a frunk. Who's we? The Dodge Charger owners of America? We don't call it a frunk. We are starving. We haven't had that many chases. Anywhere. There's been a couple in other cities, but they only last a couple minutes. All right, I think I'm gonna go take a shower. See, I didn't even have to wear the patch today. I had the patch in the past couple videos. I'm healing up well. I had a hole in my neck that was, quote, one of the deepest that they've ever seen. I had a cyst deep in my neck that was on the verge of rupturing that they had to get out of there ASAP. So they had to get in there and drain it. Oh, was it nasty. Now I'm on all sorts of antibiotics, getting sick as shit. 3 days of surgery. Granted, days 2 and 3 weren't bad, but yeah, see, there's no more. The hole is filled now. But the first night when I came back, I had a hole in there. The hole was so big that they had to pack it with iodine patches while it healed, because if you don't pack it, then your body naturally starts sending fluid in there and it can reinfect. Did it leave a scar? No. I think I did. I paid extra. I certainly paid. I went above and beyond in regards to how much I paid to fix this, but I went to first I went to a dermatologist and then a plastic surgeon in Beverly Hills. You can imagine. Wasn't cheap, but what am I gonna do? Die? Live with a giant hole in my neck? You gotta get the shit done properly. So no bueno. But it's better than being dead, I guess. I'm gonna need some more chases. The no scar package is expensive. There's a reason why those docs in Beverly Hills get paid so much. I will not be dying, but thank you for your concern. Some people will have to wait. All right, other than that, anything else? Right. We sleep when we're dead. I said that on the show the day after I got the initial surgery, and then I told Antonio. He's just seen his face. You obviously can't see his face because it's on radio, but I'm like, I told you we sleep when we're dead, but for now we talk hoop. What did I tell you? Your wife says hi. Hello to your wife. Are you trying to Steve Smith me? I don't mess with other people's wives. That's a bad idea. You know what happens when you do that with someone else's wife? And it's not a cuck. They knock on your door with a shotgun and they don't ask questions. Don't be messing with other people's wives. They are. Antonio and Joel. Joel, excuse me. I like Joel Myers because he is also someone who despises bird watchers. Paul George was bird watching at the end of that loss tonight so badly. I don't know when this started. It's such a fucking virus. These NBA players just don't box out unless your name's Bam Adebayo, Draymond Green, Josh Hart. Just no one boxes out. They just stand there. What's the thought process of your wife catching your wife cheating with an NFL player and then you put that shit on the internet? What did you think was going to happen? Like, I'm sorry this happened to you, but Twitter, you will find no sympathy on social media. And that guy's probably spiraling out of control. His wife was loving the clout too. Yeah, I can imagine. Two of them getting off on whatever the fuck they were doing. He said, I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's the perfect response from Steve Smith. I'd be like, sorry this happened to you, man. I personally wouldn't be fucking someone else's wife, but if you did, what's he gonna say? Sorry, and then just hang up. Steve Smith is married too. Oh, ruining his marriage. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, Steve Smith has a family. They live in Charlotte, don't they? He had some of his kids growing up with, I think he sent his kids to like Charlotte Catholic or something. I remember people I went to school with were talking about it. No, not NFL Steve Smith. Oh, she was a band member, so that's why when Steve Smith was conducting the band, that's why that shit was going viral today. I get it. Chase is over, my friend. Time for me. Take a shower and go to bed. Try and heal up. I'm trying to figure out what I have. Everyone's got the flu. I have my flu vaccine. I have my COVID vaccine. And I have more antibiotics in my body than I've ever had. So it can't be bacteria. It can't be the flu. And it can't be COVID. I probably have one of those things. And then my vaccines are just like pummeling it. And as a result, I sound like this. Sinus is going crazy. It's not allergies. Not allergies. I don't get allergies. That is the correct answer. So, on Thursday and Friday, I had to wake up at 7 a.m., which for me is vampire hours. 7 a.m. So I went up, my surgeon was in Beverly Hills. That's like an hour away with traffic. So then I went to the CAA offices in Century City, their headquarters, and I did my radio show from there. Then I walked to the surgeon, got my procedure done. Then I walked back to the CAA offices. Then I did my Bleacher Report show. And then I came back home, back-to-back days, on like very little sleep. Plus watching games, doing the shows, preparing, all that shit. It was a long week, and I just got back from Miami, too. Tough life. Sheesh. All right. Where the chat goes quiet, I go quiet. I'm on my way, people. Till next time. Maybe we still have 45 minutes for another chase. CBC. Chases breed chases. I am overworked. This week I feel overworked. Because I was working while in Miami, too. I had to do all the bridge shows during All-Star Weekend. All right. Till next time. Bye-bye.